Good morning, everyone. How are you this morning? It is Monday, May the 25th, and it's Make a Card Monday. My name is Debbie Scott. I'm your Stampin' Up! Demonstrator.
Good morning, everyone.
Oops. From Brampton, Ontario. Sounds like the audio's working. That's good. So yeah, today I'm going to be making a card for the Global Design Project Challenge. But before we do that, I just want to start with letting you know we have one of these, an offer available for the starter kit. So just until the end of the month. So we're getting close. We have 6 more days for you to take advantage of this offer. And what it is on top of all the regular benefits, you get these 5 ink pads for free as well. So you get to choose what goes into your starter kit, which is a little bit different than a lot of companies. A lot of companies just send you what they want to send you, but Stampin' Up! Lets you choose whatever you want out of any of our products. So you can do that, and then you also get these 5 ink pads on top of your normal product choices. So as I mentioned, that goes until the end of the month. Also, for a special for the month, our product of the month is vellum, and I finally have it. Oh shoot, sorry, I should have taken it out. It's kind of loud. And it is it's a thick vellum, a little thicker than what I would say the normal vellum. So we've got some flowers there, some great polka dots in the garden green. Oh, you know what? It's peaceful pine. Yes. And I love that floral. And then we have some purple there. What are the colors? Bubble Bath. That's our light pink. Bubble Bath, Flirty Flamingo, Fresh Freesia, Golden Glow, Hydrangea Hue, Misty Moonlight, Peaceful Pine, Soft Sea Foam, and Strawberry Slush. Lots of beautiful colors in there. So that is available until the end of the month as well. If you choose to spend $100, you can add this to your order for $7, which is a great deal because you get 3, I believe, of each paper. Yeah. So you get 12 sheets of that vellum. And that goes until the end of the month as well. Okay, so our Global Design Project Challenge is a color challenge this week. And it is Hydrangea Hue, Crisp Cantelope, and Golden Glow. Those are the 3 colors that we are going to be using today to create our card. And the other thing I'm going to show you, which is new, I should have put this in the description of the video, but I was typing super quick. I'm going to show you how to make your dies into an embossing folder. Or an embossed image, not really an embossing folder, but I'm going to show you how to use this new, what is it called? I think it's called the Impressions Plate, but I see it is not on here. These are the instructions, but it didn't say what it's called. I think it's called the Impressions Plate in the catalog or online or wherever it is. I'm not sure if it's in the catalog or not. So I'm going to show you how to do that today. We are also going to be using this beautiful paper that has all of the new ink colors. And this is Bloom Boutique. And this is a specialty paper because it has some gold foiling in it as well. So see the gold there, and it has all 5 of our new ink colors. I think this is my favorite. Oh, I'll show you the back too. That pretty peaceful pine. It is a really beautiful green. That's got some of the Barely Blush there. That one's similar, but with a white background. I think the Hydrangea Hue is my favorite. Which one is your favorite of those 5 colors? This one's really pretty too. Looks great with the gold. But I think that green is going to make some beautiful Christmas cards. All right, so that is the paper we're going to be using today. But I think what I will start with is showing you how to use that impressions plate. So we are also using some of this shimmer paper. What is it called exactly? In Color Pearlized Specialty Paper. And you get 1 sheet of each, 12 by 12. And it is the same front and back. It's really pretty, I like it. Okay, so we are going to pull in our cut and emboss machine. So the instructions are right on that paper. It tells you exactly how to do it. So you can cut out and then emboss. There are some dies. Oh, sorry, I'm not on screen there. There's some dies that they made specifically for this plate, and they require being cut first and then embossed. What we're doing today, we're only embossing. So we're just going to use this sandwich here. So we're going to put down our plate number 1, our base plate, and then we're doing plate number 2. Then we're going to put on our die. This was a product of the month a couple months ago. And this is actually the first time I've used it, the Eyelet Blooms die. But it's so pretty. It's going to look great. Okay, so I see right now it says place die cutting edge up. Okay, that's what I did. And what we want to do is spritz our cardstock with a little bit of water. That's going to help it keep from cracking. So I spritzed it and then I laid the wet surface down. And then we are going to put our impressions plate on top. Have a little kitty cat hair on there. That won't work, or that won't matter. And then we are putting plate number 4. So as I mentioned, it's all right here. So 1, 2, then your die cut, then your paper, then your impressions plate, and then number 4. So it's all pictured right there for you, okay? So we're just going to roll that through. And it's going to make some cracking noises, and that's just fine. Alrighty. Let's see how it looks. I'm going to set this down out of our way. Okay. So I have cut this piece 4 by 5 1/4. There we go. So it did cut a little bit, but not bad. It looks nice. Because normally all of those little pieces would cut out, and the little circles there would cut out. I didn't try that with regular cardstock yet, but I have seen other people use it. So we are going to layer that right on top of that Hydrangea Hue cardstock for our background, or for our card base. Just being nice and gentle. Just want to make sure I have this going the right way. looks so pretty. Love it. Alrighty, next we're gonna put a little strip down the side. This came from that same paper pack, and then I've just added a little strip of white. So I cut them both an inch wide and then just offset them. And that's gonna go on flat as well. I do just a little extra adhesive there because it's nice and bumpy. And we're just gonna go over about 1/4 of an inch. Okay, we're gonna set that aside for a minute. I have pulled in an old retired set. I really love this cocktail glass here. So we are going to stamp that. Just on some scrap paper here. And I'm using our new hybrid ink. So some people kind of struggle to get this open. The one side has a bit of a bigger lip than the other, and if you grab onto that lip and pull it open, it seems to work great. So you might notice you can see a little bit of the black on my stamp. It doesn't clean off 100%, but it doesn't affect the stamping of the image. So our hybrid ink you can use with the blends markers, the alcohol markers. And you can also use with watercoloring, which is what we're going to do today. So I let that sit on my paper for 4 or 5 seconds, just to make sure all of the ink transfers nicely onto my paper. And it stamps really great. That one looks good. I got a little light on this side. I must not have pressed quite hard enough, but this one looks perfect. So I am going to clean this right away because that does seem to help a little bit with getting the ink off if you clean it right away. Today was actually the first day that I've tried this ink, and I was pretty happy with it. Seemed to work pretty good. It didn't bleed. I'll show you the ones that I did ahead of time. We're going to use 3 of these little cocktail glasses on our card. And you want to hear that click in because you don't want it to dry out. So you want to make sure that your lid clicks shut. So I've got one die cut here. I have a few more die cut too. And actually, before we do that, you do want to let this dry a little while. So we're going to set those aside, let those have lots of time to dry, and we are going to create a different part of our card here. I'm going to pull in my grid paper. This is our new grid paper, and it's the same size as our glass mat, which is nice. Keeps our workstation nice and clean. I am pulling in the crisp cantaloupe and a blending brush. I'm going to do some die cutting. And I have grabbed the Delicate Whisper dies, and we're going to be die cutting this piece and this piece out of this crisp cantaloupe. We're going to die cut a couple out of this paper that I'm making right now, and we're going to die cut a few out of the pearlized paper. Came from the same pack as that blue pearlized paper. So just kind of going all over the page there. There we go. Then I'm going to grab my watercolor. I'm adding a decent amount of water here. And I'm going to take my lid and I'm just going to splatter that on. There we go. That looks a little better. You could also do this with the shimmer brush. That would look really nice. I don't have this color in the shimmer brush. I'll show you here in 1 second what I'm talking about, in case you haven't seen them yet. Could also do this with just plain Wink of Stella. That would look really nice as well. I just want to clean out my lid a little bit. So I've got some in there. There we go. What did I do with my shimmer brush? Maybe I put them. Where did I put them? I just had them like before I went live. I was just checking them out. Oh, there they are. The shimmer brushes are available in all those 5 new in colors. I just grabbed Hydrangea Hue because it's my favorite, and then the Peaceful Pine because I think that'll be nice on Christmas cards. But it is available in all 5 colors, so if you have that in the Crisp Cantelope, that would look really nice on here too. So we are going to die cut. I think we're done with this now. See, it's got color all over, so it is nice that it's nice and big. It's got inches on the one side and then centimeters on the back. So we're going to die cut that, and we are going to die cut some in the pearlized paper as well. So I went ahead and did that, so you didn't have to watch me do all of that. So I've got 4 there, 1 of each. So that's going to kind of go like that. What else? I've pulled in a bit of that paper. I've cut those with the, shoot, I forget what they're called. Textured Notes dies. That one there, and I used the second smallest. And I've cut 3 of those. I went ahead and did that, and I just layered them on a little bit of white. Just, it's an 1/8 of an inch bigger in both directions. So 1/16 of an inch all the way around. And I'm gonna go ahead and lay those down. I'm just trying to decide if I want to pop them up. I think I will. How was everyone's weekend? Did you have a good weekend? We had a cold, wet weekend. Like I had to turn the furnace back on yesterday. And now today and tomorrow are supposed to be super, super hot. Our weather is definitely confused here in Canada. Or in Ontario anyway. Yeah, it was cold and wet, so I spent the whole weekend down in my craft room. So that was nice. All right, so we are going to layer those on here. I'm going to start in the middle. Like that. Well, I did not get that centered, did I? So I have a bigger space here than here. But that's okay. All right, then we're going to lay these pieces down. Now my stems are all going to kind of meet in the middle. And yeah, it does kind of look messy at first, but it's going to be all covered up. So don't worry about that. So I'm just going to use some glue dots. You could use liquid glue too. I just don't really like it because it's messy on me. And I'm going to lay the pearlized ones down first, and then the bit lighter color on top. So I did want a bit of variation. That's why I did use the blending brush for this, just so it would be a little bit lighter than this true color. I could have also used the two-tone cardstock. I do have that as well. That would have worked as well. Did one on the dark side and then one on the lighter side. I'm gonna angle that over like that. Maybe I want that one a little bit shorter. I think, yeah, it should be covered up there too, because our little drinks, whoops, are going to go there. I think it'll work out. It's gonna go up there. Alrighty. So I think now we can go ahead and color in. I'm going to use Glow and Crisp Cantelope. I'm going to start with the cantaloupe, I think. Just do like a little watercolor look here for our drink. I'm going to add a little bit of the Golden Glow towards the top here. And then just kind of blend it down. This is plain white paper, so I don't want to add a lot of water, because it will start to pill. If you want to use a ton of water, then you might want to go with the watercolor paper. There, I think that's all I'm going to use. So you can see that ink didn't bleed, but keep in mind I did let it sit for a while and dry completely. I'm going to use that Golden Glow for my lemon. Maybe just a little bit more to make it a bit darker. And I'm going to bring in my Hydrangea Hue for my umbrella. There we go. I'm just cleaning off my brush, just on a Kleenex. So So I've already went ahead and did my other two, so you didn't have to watch me color them all. So we're just gonna nestle these two in together, kind of. How did I do that before? There we go, kind of like that. And put a little glue dot on the back of that lemon. That'll make them, help them stick together. Yeah, just like that. Those two are going to go in the center there. I was going to pop them up, but I've cut out the word cocktails, and that is from that Nothing's Better Than. We have cocktails right here, and I used the pearlized paper for that. So I was going to pop these up. I probably could, and then just glue on this side. I think that'll look okay. Like that. And we'll pop this one up too. We're going to just nestle it in down at the bottom here. I think we'll put our words down next. Just going to bring back in my grid paper to put some liquid glue on there. Now, how far over do we want to go? I think if we go over just to the bottom of the T, that will be enough. Get that glue going. There we go. And just try to do tiny little dots. And just the bottom of the T. So I did kind of center that in that center, that middle rectangle. There we go. I do have the dot for my eye. I think I'm just going to leave it off. I could set it right there. I don't know. It's so little. Sorry, I'm reaching across there. But it's so little. And I would have to put it on that leaf unless I put it down there. I don't know. I think it's going to be almost impossible to make it look nice. Need like the smallest little dab of glue. There we go. There, it's on there. What else? Oh, then we have the rest of our greeting. Today is a cocktails kind of day. I just want that to stick to the leaves, I think. Oh, come on. Yeah, maybe we'll stick it right down. Now I have glue on my tweezers. And then I've cut out some of the little flowers. And that is from this die set as well. That's these little ones up here. And I'm going to use glue dots to adhere those because I'm going to put gems in the center anyway. So you won't see that through that little hole once we're finished. So I've cut out 10. I don't know, we'll see if we need them all. Oops, I dropped that one. I don't know if we need another one. Maybe that's enough. Oh, we could kind of tuck it under there. There we go. I have a linen thread bow. I've just done a double bow. I'm going to add that on with a glue dot as well. I'm just going to put that just going to put it right there, kind of at the bottom of that glass, and then it's not near my words. So I've got some in color dots. That's what those are called. And I think the smallest one is going to be, yeah, perfect size. And I'm just going to use a few of the crisp cantaloupe and a few of the golden glow. Go right in the center. I was going to make this into a birthday card. I think birthday cards are my favorite cards to make. I definitely use the most of them. Just going to grab a white layer for the inside. And I did die cut a few extra of these little pieces that we could add here. could do one of a little cocktail there as well. I'm going to color another one. And die cut it out. So I started with the cantaloupe. Got all glue on me. Oh. And then I'm going to add some of the gold. Oh, that's pretty dark. Some of the golden glow. Oh, and then we need that for our lemon. Add just a touch more of that pink. There we go. And then we're going to bring in the blue for the umbrella. I'm just quickly going to die cut that. I guess I need a happy birthday greeting as well because there isn't one in here. No. I will be right back. Just quickly give this a little die cut. Oh. Alrighty. Just take me 1 second here. I just have to grab my little plate. Line up that die. Alrighty. Run that through. Hopefully I've got it lined up okay. Let's see. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. Oh, that'll look cute if we do that. And then maybe I'll add a couple of those flowers. Maybe I don't even need the flowers. Use glue dot to put these down. And glue dot to put this down. Now remember, once I put that drink on there, that little cocktail on there, you're not going to see those glue dots. Because right now I sure can. That's going to sit right on there and cover most of those up. There we go. Stamp on here before we get too much further. Oh, this one's maybe a little, oh no, it'll fit. What color should we stamp in? I think I will go with the blue. And let's get that straight. Very good. And then we do have two little flowers here. Guess I might as well add them, hey? Yeah, there we go. So that will be the inside of our card. Now just keep in mind that does add quite a bit of bulk to the inside of your card. So if you are mailing it, it could require a little extra postage. But I figure once you're going to all that work, what's a little extra postage, right? Here we go. Alrighty. So that's our card for today, and that's for the Global Design Project Challenge, which is using those 3 colors there. So thanks so much. If you joined me today, or if you're watching the replay, let me know. If you like my card, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Until next time, I hope you have a great day. Bye.